So New Yorkers, I want y'all to be real with me. Straight up. I want y'all to be honest with me, or honest to the world. And just admit it. I understand you love New York. I love New York too. I was born there. Half of my family is still living in New York. My father as well. You know, and I understand why you love it. There's no other city in this world like New York. But New York is very expensive. And you have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs in order just to stay afloat. To have nice things, to go out and party. And it's crazy. I see my family come down here, friends and everything come down and visit, you know, that's from New York. And you see them driving the Benzes and they got all the flashy clothes on and all the rest of that stuff, right? And everybody's like sweating them like, yo, New Yorkers are just the shit. But they don't realize that those same New Yorkers that's driving those Benzes and the flashy clothes, they're going back to New York, living in the projects, living in an apartment with no amenities. They can't even control their own heat. They got box units as air conditions. That they don't have central air and heat in New York. And if you do, you're paying, whoa, crazy amount of money. You see, I could talk about New York because I used to live there. Now, some people may ask, well, you know, Langston, will you ever move back? No. And the deal breaker for me is the cost of living there, one, and the weather. See, they don't tell you. The New Yorkers don't tell you. Now, I'm about to reveal the secrets, and I hope the New Yorkers don't, you know, hate me for this. But it is Antarctic weather up there. So when you see a New Yorker that's wearing Tim boots on, and he has his pants stuffed inside his Tim boots, it's because the snow is so high, he doesn't want to get his jeans wet. That's a concrete jungle up there. And when it snows, it snows. And you Southerners have never seen snow like it snows in New York. You've never experienced putting on 3 pair of long johns and 2 pair of jeans, 2 shirts, two long john shirts, 2 t-shirts, 2 long sleeve shirts, 2, 3 jackets, just to keep warm. Because that's how cold it gets in the winter. And the summers are not long. The summers actually, it starts to get hot around, what is it, like June. Down south, man, around April, it starts to get hot. And then once around, let me see, when does it start getting cold? I'll say like around the end of September, around that, it starts to get breezy around September, like, oh, it's coming. Face it, New Yorkers. Face it. It's time for y'all to move. And experience like living a nice and beautiful life. New York is a hectic place to live in. The traffic is ridiculous. You just gotta give it up. And come down here to Charlotte where you can live a nice, decent life. I'm paying $1,450 a month. Listen to me. I'm paying $1,450 a month for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and in the master bedroom, I have a garden-style tub and a stand-up shower. So they're separate. They're not even together. And a garage for $1,450. Shit, I know some of y'all paying for a room inside somebody's house close to that much. And it's ridiculous. Come down here in Charlotte where you can live a decent life. Yes, true indeed, you're gonna have to give up some things. You know, we don't have the clubs that's gonna stay open till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, Onyx, and I think Crystals. This is a Jamaican spot that stays open that late. We have restaurants and, you know, different eateries that stay open till about 2 o'clock in the morning on the weekends. You know, so you don't have to worry about, like, if it's real late at night, you know, ordering food. We used to have 24-hour grocery stores, which was Harris Teeter, but, you know, knuckleheads kept on running up and robbing people and all that stuff in it, so they had to close that down. So the grocery stores close at 12 o'clock now. What else would you have to give up? A little bit of culture, you know. It's not that much culture here. Charlotte is still trying to find itself. It's still trying to find an identity, you know, but yet and still the jobs here, they're hiring. They're consistently building. If you really want a city life, you will want to live like places like South Boulevard, Camden Drive, or Camden Road, South Tryon. They're building all in that area. Uptown, all in that area, where you just don't have to, you know, drive. You can catch a train, you can catch an Uber. They have like, you know, this free little car. I forgot what it's called, but you can get the app and call them, and they'll come and pick you up. What people fail to realize is that, seriously, yes, true indeed, Charlotte is a family orientated city, right? It's great for families, specifically minority families. But at the same time, it is a millennial city as well. And they are building like crazy. This city is the best kept secret. And I just urge you, New Yorkers, just sit in the mirror, stand in the mirror, and look at yourself and tell yourself that you deserve better. You can live in a nice apartment, a nice swanky apartment with a pool in it. It's unheard of in New York to live in an apartment complex and they have a pool and they have central and heat, central air and heat. It's unheard of. Come on, man, you gotta face it. You gotta face it. You know why New Yorkers wear leather jackets and they pull the collar up like they pull it up like the Fonz? It's because when that hawk hits you, you don't want it to hit your throat. And what I mean by that wolf or that hawk, I'm talking about that cold wind. It's not a game. I used to live in New York. I used to work in New York. I used to work in Manhattan for Airborne Express. Now they merged in with DHL. So now they're DHL. I used to work at 33rd East 33rd Street, going up and down, delivering mail. And it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I had to leave New York, man. It was just too expensive. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I've never lived on my own in New York because it was just too expensive. I always stayed with my family. And the last time I lived there, it was 2000 and, what was it? I think it was 2007 or something like that. The last time I lived there, and I was actually trying to get like a room and, you know, really just live there for the, you know, not for the rest of my life, but just live there for at least a good 10, 15 years or so until I get my act together. My father, he actually had me take the the MTA test, you know, and I actually got called, right? But I was just sick and tired of the hustle and bustle, man. I had to go. You know what I'm saying? I had to go. It's just too much. You know, my father, he retired from MTA 25 years. Now he went back to work because he's bored. He don't know what he want to do with his life. Now he's back to work. And it's crazy. He got these pensions. He got different things, different streams of income coming in, but he can't give up that New York. And neither can my stepmother. My uncle Emmanuel, still till this day, he's in his late 70s, still living in Tompkins Projects, the same apartment he's been living in for the last 50 years. And it's me how New Yorkers don't want the best. Like, y'all come down here and be like, yo, it's slow, you're slow, B. It's country, son. You don't want to relax. You don't want that laid back type of environment. You just want to be in a hostile environment for the rest of your life. Yo, when I left New York, I gave up the Timbs. I threw them shits in the garbage. There ain't no damn Timbs. Them shits hurt. I was wearing Timbs for what was it? So I started wearing Timbs like in my senior year, and then I stopped when I was in like. I've been wearing Timbs for like 20 years, yo. Construction, butter, Timbs. And don't y'all get it? Timberlands are made for construction workers, not for everyday walking. Straight up, man. I mean, y'all need to come down here and see this city. And I say Charlotte in specific because anywhere else you're gonna face racism. You just are. Here in Charlotte is little to none. I ain't gonna say none. It's not that much. Period. I could walk into a bar and it's all white and I feel comfortable. Nobody looks at me strange like why are you here? It's just a beautiful city, man. Yes, we do have crime and we have all of the negative stuff that regular cities do have, but not so much of it. Come on, come down here and check it out. Check it out. I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised. And it's crazy because like, I know like a lot of New Yorkers tend to like skip Charlotte. And they tend to migrate to like Richmond, Virginia, Philly, or Atlanta. And Atlanta is the worst place to go to. The worst. I'm letting you know. I stayed there for close to 2.5 years. It is the most racist place that you could ever experience in your life. I'm telling you, Charlotte is more closer to being a New York than Atlanta is. And they fail to tell you that Atlanta is not big. Charlotte is bigger than Atlanta, the city of Atlanta. When they talk about how big Atlanta is, they include the surrounding counties. I continue to say this. I continue to preach this gospel. Somebody's gonna listen to me one day. They include the surrounding counties such as Marietta, Alpharetta, Roswell, Dunwoody, Union City, College Park, Decatur, did I say Marietta? And the likes. I'm telling you, man, Charlotte. Listen, Charlotte got it going on. It is way more different from any other city in the state of North Carolina. Matter of fact, I don't even think Charlotte should even be in the state of North Carolina. Because all other cities suck, period. I've lived in all of these so-called prominent cities like in North Carolina, like Durham, Raleigh, Greensboro, and none of them can compare to Charlotte. You go and move to Durham, you might get shot. You move to Raleigh, racial profiling, every day, all day. The cops out there is not a game. Greensboro, the most racist. Atlanta and Greensboro are neck to neck. I'm telling you, come down here. I'm telling you, New Yorkers, come down here, straight up. And see, I've lived in New York. I was born in New York. I got family in New York. I know the hustle and bustle that y'all have to go through every day. See, I'm a hybrid. I've lived down south and I've lived up north. So I know both worlds. And I'm telling you, this Charlotte, I'm telling you, come down here and visit and live a better lifestyle. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And New Yorkers, tell me what you think. Be real with me. Tell me what you think. Are you going to stay in New York for the rest of your life like my Uncle Emmanuel? Late 70s? Still living in Tompkins Projects? Let me get a slice. Let me get a cheese slice. You know what I mean? Let me get some chicken and chips, B. Nah, man, get out of here, man. Your life means more to you than that. Come down here, man. Get some good living, man. For real. Other than that, y'all take it easy. 1.